What's going on, guys? My name is RagingRaptor and I welcome you to a new video, because today we are going to have a look at the upcoming 1.7 test server. It is already updated, but apparently they have some issues with it, and this is why it's suspended already. And you have to be a little bit not too mean to me. My tonsils, I think they're called, they are inflamed, something like that, like the swollen, hence why I sound like shit. And hence why I have a little bit issues talking and swallowing stuff. So yeah, credits. Yeah, this is the biggest change, which is apparently right now coming. It's not finished, obviously. There are a lot more things coming. So this is just the first iteration, and it will be much likely that in the upcoming iteration we'll get the dual barrel guns. Probably they just have issues with it, and they just want to test one thing of the update 1.7. There are also some hidden things which I'm going to touch on in just a second, mainly skins, which are probably an indication to the Christmas event, but that's just my pure guesswork. So yeah, breaking this thing all down is that in this new iteration or in the new upcoming update, you will be able to buy directives, not just, I'm not entirely sure if it's just crew directives or also directives for your, I think it's just crew directives, because they all only call it crew directives. They only call it crew directives. So you will not be able to buy equipment directives, because I was actually looking into Cookie Baby's stream a little bit, and he was outraged about that everybody now basically can get to 0.5% better and so on. But if you, well, that's what it reads here. If you go and look, it's just the crew directives which offer credits. This is a very interesting thing in my personal point of view, because it would actually make a lot of things much easier, in my opinion, depending how the pricing is. On Ukosets, or I don't know how this website is called. Sorry, I can't speak Polish for you Polish viewers. You can probably tell me how it's properly pronounced. Rikosets or something. You can see that those directives have different prices. So, for example, right now here the what's it called? Smooth ride, clutch braking directive costs 10,000 each. While the experienced firefighter directive, which is basically your go-to thing, costs 20,000 per piece. I actually think this is an interesting approach. Obviously, this makes premium account again more viable to use, because it also drains credit reserves. And if you want to always run those directives, well, go figure, you will have a lot of money going to go to waste, because if you usually when you are playing, like there are only two crew directives you 100% want to have or use. It's the experienced fighter, or it is the Sixth Sense if you don't have a crew with Sixth Sense, basically. So in such a point where you are using the firefighter one, you will have to look at around 80,000 consumable resupply costs if you don't bought in bulk. That is a lot. That is genuinely a lot, and I can already tell you that most people will not be able to afford it. Anyway, it is interesting to note, depending how the prices is, that some people are actually able to buy the Sixth Sense directive and make it very cheap, you know, and buy it and put it on the tank. This would be a godsend for new players, because you might have seen it there quickly flashing. I have actually one tank in my lineup, which is the 87, which is a meme tank for me, because it is a shite crew, and I'm playing it with the small gun just for the trolls and memes. Here I'm using it because I don't have a crew with Sixth Sense. So like, I totally get that the firefighting is so high from the price wise, and I understand that it's totally fine in my personal opinion. It kind of takes out credits out of the bulk of a lot of people which have credits, and that's understandable. Like, obvious, For me personally, yeah, it's good. I can understand though that people will not be happy about it because it's rather expensive. Obviously, 20,000 is not that easy to just throw away if you don't have it on hand. But now, I don't know. Like, we can't go into the sandbox server on the test server right now. It's suspended again, as already pointed out. So I can't say how much the increased focus one is so far. My dream would be 1,000 credits. This issue is, I'm pretty sure that Wargaming is never going to do that because it's too cheap. Maybe like a reasonable, like this would be my dream. I probably think Wargaming would go to 10,000, but I could also reasonably see that Wargaming might go down to 5,000 because it's a necessity for new players, in my opinion, to have Sixth Sense or the access to the Sixth Sense directive. It's an interesting topic. Like, I think this is a great chance for World of Tanks to make the game a little bit more noob-friendly or more player-friendly, new player-friendly. Now, the next godsend would be to abolish 80% crews and just give everybody 100% crew. That would be so much better, in my opinion. Yeah, I understand that people will be mighty mad because they use credits and they use gold to retrain their crew, la-di-da-di-da, and this is wasted credits, crews, gold now, la-di-da-di-da. But then again, I have to say, come on, mates, come on, guys, we have to look at a collective and we have to say that this should help everybody. And giving everybody a 100% crew all the time would make things much more better. Like, obviously, you can't just take a crew from this tank and immediately put it in the other tank and it will be 100%, you know? It would get a mouse because it's trained on this specific tank. But abolishing this 80, 50, 1% crew thing would be amazing, in my opinion, because it would make new players the new player experience so much better, especially with the changes to get those directives for credits. Another thing which I saw is, you can purchase crew directives in the equipment panel or on a particular vehicle, and crew directives cannot be sold, but you can buy them in bulk for your future phrase. So that's kind of a pity because, let's be honest, I'm not going to use 729 directives of designated targets. You know, that's quite a lot of those things. So 700 battles, that's a lot of battles, and I actually don't know on what tanks I would do. I also usually tend to use natural cover on selected light tanks of mine, most likely the EBRs, just because they profit from getting more camouflage. Those additional percentage might actually help a lot. But yeah, we talked enough about that. Again, sorry if I'm sounding a little bit wacky. But yeah, another thing which is going to come, apparently, this was just data mined, skins, more 3D skins. I see Object 907, I see Stage 2, Progetto, T100 LT, Object 430 Unfair, and there's SU130 PM, where the SU130 PM will be an alternative skin to the current one. I'm not entirely sure what this is going to mean. So this could actually be a huge indication to what tanks will get a unique 3D style for the winter event. I don't really know if they're actually wanting to get that so quickly already. Where is it, by the way? I can't find it. Probably all the way down there. No. God damn it. I can't find it. Okay, I think I am just stupid now because I actually can't find the style which is specifically made for the SU130. Wow. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm stupid. Like, this is the style which you have for the SU130 PM, and they actually want to make a 3D style now. So I don't know what they're going to do with it. Maybe listen to the community feedback of introducing a bonus to them, but who knows? Interesting enough, Object 907. This is interesting because not everybody has this tank. Not everybody has it. It's the Clan Wars Reward exclusive so far. So the question is, what is Wargaming going to do with it? Are they now saying, you know what, we're going to put this tank into the bond shop and give the veterans, the Clan Wars veterans, the 3D skin? Because I don't think they're going to sell this skin in the loot boxes or in the Christmas box, which are most likely going to come. Poor people of Belgium. Because it wouldn't make sense, you know? It wouldn't make sense to give a tank which is very, very limited, or only a limited amount of people have a skin, you know? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Again, I'm sorry if I sound really stupid. It's actually hurting me a little bit to talk so long. And yeah, most likely we'll see next week the double barrel, or in the next iteration we'll see the double barrel. Thermal Patrol says that there are going to be iterations every week. So yeah, thank you so much for your attention. Sorry for the video being a little bit sloppy. I should go to bed, seriously. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not really... again, tonsils are stupid. A fun fact, in German, you call them Mandeln, which is almonds. Apparently because they look like almonds. And yeah, it's a fun little trivia. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!